We, the church of the 21st century, have a great task before us. There are many voices in the land competing for the attention of the world and the church. The church must continue its role of being in the world but not of the world. The church has to be sensitive to the heart, desires, and the will of God. It is the church's responsibility to be the prophetic voice in the land and to speak to the present culture. Every generation has had obstacles and difficulties to overcome, yet the gospel message with its power and glory continue to progress from generation to generation. We need vision to see what is ahead, to know what is on the heart of God and our role and involvement. For example, the church should lead by example in addressing the issues of racism. I agree, laws in themselves do not change the hearts of people. Laws are an attempt to regulate behavior or conduct. However, genuine change of the heart can only take place through regeneration. The church is in the business of changing of hearts and minds through the preaching, teaching of the gospel. Imagine the church uniting behind a message that promotes the theology and the medical scientific proof that all mankind originates from one race, the human race. Imagine the church leading in the abandoning of racial identification because of its divisiveness, and instead adopt the celebrating of all ethnic groups. Imagine how the church could impact the present day culture if we Christians adhered to Jesus' admonition to Peter about the relationship of the Jews and the Gentiles. Imagine hundreds and thousands of churches taking on this task of teaching and preaching of the gospel that there is one race, one blood. Many millennials, including Christians, are abandoning racial stereotyping and the holding to a form of religion which appear to be hypocritical and void of power. Imagine every church, every conference, and every gathering of believers becoming a platform for diversity and acceptance of Acts 10:28 and Acts 17:26, that every nation of men originates from one race and one blood. The church must become a credible steward of the gospel. The church must become a tool in God's hand, one that he can use to influence and shape the present culture. The church must become more of a prophetic voice in today's culture, no matter the cost, individually or corporately.